All right, Tesla update here in the 11th. Obviously not going as planned. We had a pretty good setup here, and then the event it was all right. I watched some of it. But I guess just sell the news here. Down to 222 pre-market. So hopefully you hedged. Hopefully you weren't all in going up here. This looked like a pretty good spot right here to come up here to 258. And one thing I didn't like about this, it's only 3 days down, and then this took like 7 days. So this is the only thing that makes sense to me now. It has to be a 5-wave move. So here's the count right here. And then this is really hard to even see because this is an impulse move right here. So A, B, we get a really short C wave. I said the minimum target was 243. We didn't quite get there. And then now we're just shooting down here to 222. So I have the parallel lines drawn here. This is the channel. I would expect it to finish around this channel right here, this parallel line. So let's see, 830, but it's already past this parallel line. So a bigger move down than expected. And you know what else? This is broken through this demand zone, right through this demand zone, unless it comes up before the market opens. So now we're looking at this trend line from back here. Can this hold now? Because I don't see a demand zone until all the way down here at 202. Let's double check. There's nothing until this gap down here at 202. If it breaks like 220 or breaks this trend line right here at, let's see, at 830 is going to be at 218. So bears are going to get paid today. Tricky wave. Very, very downward moving, tricky wave. The thing is, this has to be correct. There's no way that this was the 4th wave right here. That's a 5-wave move right there. I don't see anything else that makes sense. Yeah, so that only goes to 228. This has to be a 5-wave move. So we'll see. Unless it bounces back pre-market, it's probably headed down to this trend line. Let's zoom in on this wave. This is a 3rd wave. So you're likely to get this move down and then probably a bounce and then one more move lower after that. So I would say at the open, you're likely to get something down here, maybe around this trend line, and then bounce and then maybe go lower down to like 218, 219, and then that should be it. I guess I shouldn't say that. We're not going to have very much support. Another thing is also it went through the 50 as well. Like it's going through everything. We have the 50-day moving average right here at 225. It's already past that as well. So now you're looking at the 200 down here around the gap fill at 202. So I guess we can go back to the videos from about a month ago where I was calling for 160. And if this is a first wave, let's say we go down to 220. The next move would take us to 196. So 220. I'm just guessing on where this is going to bottom out. I'm saying this parallel line right here. 242 to 247. It's possible it retraces all the way up here with earnings. Earnings are in a few weeks. But I would say anywhere from probably 240 to 250. We'll say 247. So here to 196. Let's say 202. And this would be projected to come all the way down here to 168, which is right at, oh no, it's not really. It's at the parallel line around January. But let's look at the timing of these first two waves. So if this is A wave, this is B wave, it took 2 months and 19 days. I would expect this to take about, let's see, 51, about 40 days. So we're looking at sometime a little bit past the election being down here. This would be wave 1. So down in this range. Can it hold 177, which is weekly demand? So we're going back to these videos that I put out like a month ago where this was the case. It's all happening. I didn't expect it to happen this quick, but it's happening. It looks like we're at 222.90 right now. It's going to look like this one more time. It's going to look like, more than likely going to look like this. Retrace into earnings on the 23rd. So earnings are probably going to tank it as well. It would look something like that. Is it possible that it just retraces and goes up? It's going to come down to earnings again, but I don't think so. Such a crazy wave here. So you can actually have a diagonal on the third wave. So this can be, you can have that. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, weird fourth wave, and then a fifth wave down. So yeah, this should be it somewhere in here. I think that it's going to be hard to extend past that. Again, on the hourly, look where this is at. This is going to be one of those situations, I think, where it should come down here pretty quickly and then retrace pretty hard. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like he was saying that the robots are going to be in production and everyone's going to have a robot in their home doing simple tasks here in like 5 years, something like that. So it's not going to help the revenue anytime soon, but it wasn't like the worst show ever. So just sell the news, but we should retrace into earnings. That's pretty much all I got for right now. Let's see what happens. I'll do an update here midday. Hopefully everyone was hedged and you weren't all in on this move. I was highlighting the video yesterday. I thought that 228 was possible, but 222 didn't seem like it was going to happen. Anyway, that's it. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe. Catch you in the next video.